Welcome Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm Josh Cohen.
I'm Carter Burquest.
Today we're talking about our Minnesota Timberwolves. Crazy busy offseason. We expected something. I don't know. I didn't expect this much. Let's overall now look back at the dust has kind of settled.
Yeah.
They still have a couple of roster spots to fill, but obviously Butler was a trade, but free agency, Teague, Taj Gibson, and Jamal Crawford. What grade do you give the Timberwolves offseason?
The offseason as a whole, I think you got to give it, an A or A minus. With the Jimmy Butler really boosts that. If we're looking at just free agency, quite honestly, I might give that a C plus, B minus. I really dislike the Taj Gibson move. I think you paid him a lot more than he's worth. He doesn't really solve any major problem that you had in defense or shooting. He can't shoot. He's a above average defender, but not a solid defender. And I just think for what you spent on Taj Gibson, you could have got Patrick Patterson. You could have got another wing depth in like Rudy Gay or CJ Miles. You also could have got somebody like a Ben McLemore, all for the price of what you spent for Taj Gibson. I know he knows Tibbs' system, which will be nice, but I just think the price is a little high. Teague is kind of meh to me. Kind of the Rubio acquisition cancels each other out. A little bit better shooting, some more spacing on the floor will be nice, but it wasn't something that made me super excited. My favorite signing is Jamal Crawford. Finally have somebody off the bench, kind of a spark plug that can score. Not the greatest shooter in the world, but is somebody who likes the ball in his hands. I think with Gorgie coming off the bench, those two will be really nice and fit well together.
Yeah, Jamal's not necessarily a great shooter, but he is a very good scorer.
Exactly.
And him coming off the bench, he's actually my favorite signing.
Yeah.
He might be my favorite offseason move, not because he's better than Jimmy Butler by any stretch of the imagination, but that was your biggest need, was scoring off the bench. I thought going into this offseason. And he is somebody that you didn't have to give up anything to get. He comes in right away and contributes. Butler, yes,
and a great
I'm excited
price.
about Butler. Yeah. And I'm excited about Butler, but again, we had to give up Zach LaVine. And I'm excited for Crawford, but I'm a little sad because I know how much Zach LaVine loves Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
Grew up in Seattle as a fan of Jamal Crawford, so it would have been nice to have them together. I know LaVine's probably a little sad that they got him after he left. But he adds what we need now. Obviously, he's 37, so he's not going to be there when they reach their full potential. Mm-hmm. But I like what he does and his experience and what we need off the bench. Taj Gibson kind of fills that power forward spot that we needed. Maybe isn't the best option. Maybe it was the best option we could get.
Yeah.
So I'm not super mad about it, but I would have liked, instead of we had so much money going in the offseason, we used it on Butler, Teague, Taj Gibson. I would have liked to keep what we had and just use all that money on a power forward like a Millsap or an Ibaka. Would have been fun for me. But I think Taj Gibson fills a need. Obviously, Butler makes us a lot better.
Yeah.
A grade overall, I can't go above B because we did lose possibly some future star power in Zach LaVine and having to give him up. It's so hard because they are going to be so much better. Obviously, the playoffs are the goals now.
Yep.
At least, maybe even a first round. But I can't give them any higher than that because we're still not a championship contender. We're still not a top 4 seed in the West.
Yeah.
All of this stuff just to possibly lose in the first round, I don't know. I think if you're going to spend that kind of money, it would have been nice to maybe be in championship contention and then you spend that money and add those pieces.
Yep.
But maybe we can't wait around forever as Wolves fans and we got to do something now. So I'll go B. I can't go higher than that.
And I'll go A minus.
All right. Let us know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.